Hi y'all, welcome back to our channel. Today we're going to talk about my favorite current obsession, which is the enemies to lovers trope. We have both been reading a lot of enemies to lovers lately, and I am here for it. I want all of it. Every enemies to lovers book you can give me, I want you to drop them in the comments. We're going ahead and ask for comments early here. Yeah. Drop them in the comments, your favorite enemies to lovers, because I want them. If I haven't already read it, I want them. So that being said, there are a couple of ways that you can really screw up a good enemies to lovers trope, and that's what we're going to talk about in this video. What makes a good one, what some of our favorites are, and how to write an enemies to lovers trope in such a way that you don't mess it up, because everybody loves a good, okay, not everybody, a lot of people love a good enemies to lovers. It's big right now, especially on Book Talk. So you can please a lot of people with a good tasty enemies to lovers romance. Tasty. So that's what we're going to talk about today. So tell us, tasty. That's one of my favorite adjectives. So tell us, how do you make a tasty enemies to lovers?
Oh, you're asking me?
What are they?
Sorry.
Explain.
That was a question for me, not for the viewers.
What do you do first if you want to write a good enemies
I'm with you now. I see where we're going now. I was so caught up on the word tasty. All right. Let me roll my sleeves for this. All right. The first thing you need to do is choose your opposing sides. Are they going to be the nerd versus the popular kid? Is it going to be kingdom versus kingdom? Is it going to be the hunted versus the hunter? We need to pick what are going to be the opposing sides here. That one is kind of, self-explanatory, but I do feel like that is, just to say that they're not going to like each other, there has to be something else just a little bit deeper there as to what is setting them apart.
The other thing you have to have is common ground. If they don't have any common ground at all, then what's going to be their occasion for even having a romance to begin with? Like, there has to be something for them to get together on, something that they have, like, to be forced together. A good one is if you want to write YA or college romance, the project where they have to work together and they don't want to because they hate each other. Or the, forced marriage is a good one too. Your families hate each other, but you have to work together in some form or fashion. There's be something that they have to work together on, or be in the same area at least, or how are they going to end up with a romance?
Number 3 is enemies to lovers works best as a slow burn. Look, if they hate each other and by chapter 3 they love each other, were they ever really enemies? Like, did I ever really get a taste of that? So sometimes they're enemies for so long that it requires another book. It ends up being a series. The fun part of enemies to lovers is that sexual tension. So to be like, well, this person, I shouldn't, and, I'm hunting them, and I shouldn't be feeling these feelings for them, but I do, and it's unexplainable, but I do. And the readers are asking, when are they going to actually act upon these feelings that are so clear?
Another really important part of enemies to lovers, and this is one of my favorite parts, is the banter and getting on each other's nerves. I love it. And there should almost be a kind of good-naturedness to the back and forth. It should be kind of flirty when you get to a certain point. Saying true, cruel things is going to be really hard to come back from. One exception to that is the book above your head there, The Cruel Prince. Cardan is a dick. God, he is so awful to her. So awful. But somehow he ends up redeeming himself. I still don't really know how.
And let's be honest with that. A lot of people, Cardan's a love-or-hate character. A lot of people don't like Cardan, and that's the reason why. So it really is hard to redeem them when they are just so blatantly hateful. Yeah.
In real life, this is another one of those instances where what I want to read is very different from what I would put up with. I don't like a bully. I think bullies are weak. I think they're hateful. I would not put up with a bully ever in my entire life, especially in a romantic situation. But I like to read a bully romance. They're fun. It's like the ultimate enemies to lovers, but it can be really hard to flip that, because it can make the bully just look like an irreparable asshole. And an asshole is an asshole, as we have said many
I want to
times
coin that
on this
phrase.
channel. And it, yeah, we should make a sticker of that. Also, it also makes the other partner look weak, and we don't want her to look weak. That's something that turns very problematic, which is kind of the next part of this. The banter and getting on each other's nerves is great. Avoid any kind of insults that have anything to do with, I mean, I can't believe we had to say this, but we do have to say it. Gender, race, sexuality. Avoid any of those kind of insults when you're going back and forth with the banter, because that becomes unforgivable from, the reader's standpoint. Like, you're reading this character and they're saying these icky things, and then you're supposed to like them later. I don't think so.
The last thing is the moment that they become ride or die. We look forward to this. It usually starts to happen towards the end of the book. They finally come to accept their feelings for each other. And I personally do not like when it becomes an on again, off again once they've hit that point. I will allow them one good breakup, like maybe this isn't going to work. Maybe our families are never going to accept each other. Maybe our kingdoms can never find peace and we can't be together. But once you overcome that and you get back together again, I do not want to see the characters break up again.
That's it.
It's, for me,
no.
I have a specific book that we've talked about in the past. I ain't gonna bring it up again. But there's a specific book, which is a contemporary romance, that it is, they hate each other. They start messing around together. They love each other. They break up. They love each other. And it's all really...
Okay. I was trying to figure out what you're talking about.
And it's all, and it feels like everything is handled with sex. And that book, that is part of the reason that series, I really disliked it, because it was so unhealthy and so, like, you guys should have broken up the second time you broke up. It should have been it.
Yeah.
Unless they're not meant to be together, and then that's fine. They can break up again, and it's really not going to work out, and they're going to move on to someone else. I'm cool with that. We can do that.
That's a crash course in the enemies to lovers trope, what you can do as a writer to make it the best you can. So we hope that you learned something from that. And if you want to read one of our enemies to lovers books, which we have just one, but
we love it.
It's one of our best ones. It might be our best one. So if you want to read Spellbound, go check it out at Crystal and Felicity.
And if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you never miss a Friday upload.
And as always, write what you love.